Welcome to the show, Capri Compton. You started studying opera at a young age and showcased your talent with world-renowned opera companies such as the Los Angeles Music Center Opera and the Tri-Cities Opera in New York City. Your career includes several solo performances for major motion picture and television shows at studios such as Warner Brothers Studios, and some of your credits include Beetlejuice, the Batman movies, and well, the role of the opera singer in the Sundance film. I mean, there's loads more to talk about with you about what you've been up to in your career so far and what you've done. So it's fantastic to have you with us. Thank you so much for joining us. Please do tell us more.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. Yeah, I started out because my mom was an opera singer in Los Angeles, and she started teaching me and having me study with her voice teachers. And I just have such a love for opera and symphony music and classical music. And that's why I'm so excited for this song, because it was a dream to somehow bring that love to people of mass audiences that could really relate to it
Mm.
instead of it feeling like an old time music.
About a month ago, I was in Salzburg. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, I was at Mozart's house, and I went to the house where he passed at, and I
oh
also
my gosh.
also went to the house where he was born, right? And I was doing a speaking engagement for vocal teachers over there in Salzburg, and it was really wonderful. Uh,
Wow.
yeah,
That is very cool.
Just with regards to Dre Infinite, obviously you can't be with us, but I want to talk a little bit about the collaboration you're trying to do, trying to infuse. Maybe you can tell the audience a little bit about that infusion of opera with rap and with that kind of genre. Can you tell us
very cool.
firstly the kind of ethos behind that and kind of what your thoughts were behind doing that, and how that's been for you?
Yeah, what happened was I wanted to bring opera music somehow to a more contemporary audience. And I was listening on the radio to Coolio's Gangster's Paradise. And I all of a sudden I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds like Madame Butterfly. And I started singing along the lyrics and the music with it. And I told a friend of mine at Warner Brothers, who I was friends with at the time, and she said, well, let me introduce you to somebody. And Dre Infinite happened to work with Coolio, and she introduced me to him, and we sat and we discussed it and we collaborated. And I thought, okay, I'm going to sing the aria as is in its original language, and Dre will tell the story with his hip hop. And that's how we came together. Madame Butterfly is very sad, but very beautiful music. And also my mother, it was the first opera I ever saw her do. So it had a special meaning to me as well.
Wonderful. Dude. Now, tell me something, because we're music for global change, and the lyrics are about healing, education, and solving problems. Uh,
Right.
who were some of your favorite social conscious music artists?
Oh, wow. Well, mostly I worked with lots of spiritual people like Deepak Chopra, and I used to sing for him quite a bit.
Yeah,
And I learned so much from him. And I started just going to all different spiritual leaders. And I'm sorry I'm not remembering people's names, but they had so many fabulous artists that brought the world together. And that it rang with me so true. And in
mhm.
fact, I wrote a children's book with music that is based on all worlds, showing that I know we're different, but we all come together. And I developed that when I was studying with Deepak.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. That's why I love that I'm on this show, because you guys are like the most perfect.
The things we do aren't about personal. They're not.
Right.
They're not about love songs or who I shot and all that kind of stuff like that.
Right.
We're trying to heal people, and
That's exactly it.
we're using
Exactly.
we're using the number one language in the world for healing people. So I travel different countries, and I go in and talk to the young people. Uh,
Wow.
I got a song coming out called Positive Vibes,
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm doing the same thing. Uh, all the verses are going to be about bringing positivity, but the choruses are different countries, and
I see.
they're singing with me, positive vibes, right? It's so
Right.
they're taking all these 12-year-old kids. I did most of the video in Ireland, and you know, and
Wow.
yeah, it was so cool because the woman I'm doing it with, she has a foundation where they build schools all over the world. And I told her, give me a studio that's big enough to have 12 kids in. And when I get to Ireland, she got me YouTube studio.
Wow. Okay.
I, it's really cool. The verses are going to be in animation, and then the courses will show classes in different places, just showing up the peace sign, positive vibe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's very, very
That's
cool.
that is beautiful. It's amazing, honestly. It's amazing.
How did you get distribution for your book?
Well, my book, it's going to come out in about a month. It'll be on like Amazon, Kindle, Barnes and Noble, and it has a children's I call it an album, CD, whatever, that begins, yeah, whatever, I'm so old, but it begins each story with a life lesson.
Yeah,
And then it also brings in, it's so cool what you're telling me about yourself, because it's so similar,
yeah,
because then each story goes into different countries and the similarities and differences. But the main point is a life lesson, because I wanted to bring, just like with Butterfly, the music too,
yeah.
to younger people, a feeling that it's not so foreign, that there's ways to heal things, there's ways to make things work. And anyway, collaborations. And
That's
yeah,
right. You know what? So you probably should do a video about it.
that's a good idea. I didn't think of it. Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah.
Yeah, since you have all these kids from different countries, and they're, it's all about education and you know love and peace.
Right.
You know,
Right.
oh, we need more stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know. Especially now, when the war broke out, and Andre and Throne Records, I'm so blessed that he found me out of the blue after how many years.
Yeah,
And he's responsible for this. And, I told him when he first called me about it, I was like, wait a minute, the war just broke out. Is this a good time? And he said, it's the perfect time.
yeah.
It's because music heals. And, I all of a sudden I switched gears, and I'm like, oh my gosh, because that's what it's all about.
That's exactly what it's about. Tom,
Well, I just want to talk a little bit more about your book that you've done. What gave you the idea, or the germ of an idea, to actually kind of pinpoint it towards children? I mean, was there a conscious decision to think, well, obviously, the learning about music and the kind of things you can get should be started at a young age? Or is that why you sort of went down the children's book route?
Yes, it was really personal. I went through so many struggles, and I felt like I didn't have tools to help myself.
Right.
And again, by studying with Deepak and studying with other spiritual leaders, I started learning tools that would work. And I thought, how incredible would this be if children at a children's level could get some tools to help themselves to have a happy life? And it's also about, you're going to face obstacles, but how to turn those obstacles into really powerful, positive things for yourself as you grow up. And that's why I thought, I'm starting with children.
Yeah.
And I wrote a lot of children's music, so that incorporated too. Yeah, thank you.
it's really wonderful. Because that's why I do it. That did positive vibes. The
Right,
animation is, kids resonate with that right away, right?
right.
And then
That is,
when you get them involved singing,
mm-hmm.
they feel like they're a part of it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, Skyler, you sang on the Titanic,
Right?
what? You sang on the Bodyguard? You sang on Hercules
Wow.
with Disney? they resonate with that because it's sight is one thing and it's beautiful, and sound is another. Are you doing live performances?
Somewhat, not as much as I was in the past, but I just did some singing, and I'm going to be doing some singing over Christmas, and we're going to hopefully. My goal is to bring this song, Butterfly. We also have we worked on like 5 or 6 other collaborations of opera, rock with hip hop, and my goal and dream would be to bring it to a stage because it's all powerful and dramatic.
Yeah.
And I think it would be incredible.
Wow. So you just need an agent.
Yeah, we'll have to. Andre was the out of the blue miracle, and he's step 1, and here I am with you guys, step 2.
Yeah. I mean, you need more media. To get your name out. It doesn't matter how many people it is because all you're looking for is the right one to get it.
Right.
It could be 5 people listening, but one of them could take you to the next level you've been trying to get to.
Right. Yeah.
So get on as much media as you can,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
On the subject of media, slices nicely into this segue here. Just want to ask you really with regards to media, are you available, or do you have any kind of social media outlets that you are on? Do you have a website or anything like that? How can people get to see what it is that you're doing and what your future projects and so on are?
Yeah, I do. CapriCompton.com is my website, and that's the best way. And also for Butterfly, the outlets are on Pandora, Apple Music, Deezer, Spotify. It's all been downloaded and ready to go for everyone to listen. So that's about where. And then my book, of course, I told you, on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. But yeah, CapriCompton.com.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Do you teach?
And for Dre too. Dre.
Okay.
Dre also collaborated on the music for the book.
Right. Oh, okay.
So
right.
Yeah, he really did a wonderful job.
Are you a vocal teacher as well?
I should be, because I could have made some money, but I did not. I should be. Maybe I'll continue.
Another avenue for you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So. Opera is such a beautiful language in itself, right?
Yeah.
It's a trip because a lot of operas in European language.
Right.
And it doesn't matter because the fact is, it's how it sounds.
Right.
Music is something you listen to. It's not really something you look at, right?
Right.
So you can close your eyes and it still feels good, right?
That's exactly true.
Yeah, really. I mean, that's what music is about. How does it feel? You could be you could be an amazing, the person that writes and reads music, but it's all going to still come down to how does it feel?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How does it make you feel?
Right.
And when I listened to your song, it was just so refreshing to hear opera, and then here comes rap. That collaboration is really cool.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you so much for saying that. It's so cool that someone gets it, that you got it. You got what we were trying to do. That is so cool.
Yeah, I have a new act. We're called the Global Messengers. And my partner is, he's from Ghana.
Oh.
So I wrote the music in reggae. I'm singing
it.
I'm singing. I'm from Oakland, but even though I've been living here almost 10 years in England, and he's singing in the language of Twi. So you got three different elements going on. It's on YouTube. It's called One World and the Global Messengers, and you can check it out. I think it's cool because, like I said, the music being in reggae,
right?
I'm singing in English. He's singing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
that's amazing. And then it translates to so many people. They
That's
relate to it. That is so cool.
that's
I
music for
love it.
global change. You know, music isn't just for somebody; it's for everybody.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I mean? And we don't discourage little kids from, oh, I like that. You know,
Yeah.
because I'm trying to abolish racism in music. You know, there might be a little black kid that he hears some country music and go, oh, I love that. And I'm thinking,
Right.
but they're not going to let you in the industry doing that because you're black.
Wow.
So we got to change all of that, right? Stop telling kids you can't do something. Don't tell them you can't do something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everything's
Right.
impossible until you make it possible.
Very good. That's true. That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah. Once somebody make it possible,
Right. Then it is. Right.
then it is, right?
Right.
Yeah. I'm writing a tune about haters. You know,
Oh,
it's called "It's Gonna Be All Right." It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it anyway.
wow. I love it.
Yeah, don't let nobody tell you you can't do
Right.
nothing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Uh-oh, forgive me, Tom.
Well, I just want to know. Obviously, you now have this sort of collaboration with rap that you're doing with your opera. Any other thoughts about doing it with any other areas of music? Maybe kind of some kind of jazz and
Ooh,
opera. I
ooh.
don't know if there'll be other
Well,
avenues for you to join with.
I didn't do jazz, but that's a good idea. But I did do rock.
Okay,
I
right.
did two arias, I think two, with hard rock incorporated.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, and Dre also helped me with that, and
Mm.
other people, wonderful people. Um, and again, it to me, it's all powerful and dramatic, and it gets the point across.
Mm.
It
Yeah.
opens the world.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd love for you to hear them.
yeah, definitely. Definitely. But what we'll
Yeah.
do, I'm going to put all the links you have your website, the different links you've given us here on the show. I'm going to put those in the description of our video, so people will be able to go off and check out what you do, and great to interact what you're up to.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Thank you so much. So appreciate.
Thanks for coming on our show and taking the
Thank.
time.
Oh, thank you so much. Are you kidding? I'm so honored and appreciative that you guys allowed us to bring our music to you.
No, it's
Thank you.
wonderful. And go get the record, guys. It's on Intro Records,
Right.
Butterfly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Your voice is tremendous. I love it.
Mhm.
Oh, thank
And
you so much.
right on. We're going to promote you. So stay blessed always and peace always. Okay.
Thank you. You guys too. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Namaste.
Thanks,
Thank you so much.
Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all get together, music can save the world. Yeah. Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all come together, music can save the world. There's an urgency facing our humanity.
Thank you so much for watching. To stay up to date, please click subscribe and hit the bell. You can also join our group on Facebook and find us on LinkedIn and Instagram.